Well, it's gonna pain me to talk about this. It's funny because I was just about to make a video about how I was about to big up this game so hard. You can see me on social media and follow me on Twitter, by the way, if you already don't. But I was about to big up this game so bad. I was standing like it was like the perfect game. You know, and the game I'm talking about today is Jump Force. It's basically a follow up game to what's that game called? I forgot. I feel bad for forgetting. It's called J Stars. Yeah. And let me give you a little backstory before I tell you about J Stars. Jump Force. I pre I imported the J Stars on off PS3, like back in 2013 or 14, whenever that game came out. And, I played on PS3 and I was hyped. I was following the game up all the way to release. And it was pretty fun to say the least. And I only imported it because Bandai said they would never import it over to the United States. And even then, when on PS3, the game kind of lackluster because it was only available to a core area, but so many people imported, so it kind of felt weird. You don't know who the hell you was playing with. It wasn't cohesive, and how it was a new game altogether. It wasn't really, it was kind of weird. So, like around 2015, I remember they did end up importing it for PS3, and I won't lie, I got it again. So that's twice Bandai got my money. And I'm like, okay, well, give them the benefit of the doubt. They turned around and put it for PS4, and that was really about it. They made it current and they made it in English. That was that was a deal for me at the time. And and now that they got Jump Force coming out next year in February, and I already signed up for the closed beta, so I hope I can get through on that one. But anyway, that's off the point. I like the roster. The roster looks good. The characters I've been asking them to add it. They added like Yamamoto or people from like Zoro from One Piece. Those personal favorites of mine, and I really hope they add more characters too, make it a big roster. And like, I'm really hyped for this game. I won't lie, even when I get to the point where I'm gonna get to later in the video, I'm still hyped. So don't think I'm knocking the game that bad. I'm about to knock the business side of it. Now, the reports came out at the Tokyo Game Show that a lot of information revealed. They added more characters, all that stuff. We're not gonna talk about that. My thing is collector's edition. Now, if you don't know me, I've been kind of, for games that I really like, I've been starting to get in the collector's edition because I really like the physical aspect of mementos of having the game you really like. I caught the God of War collection, I caught the Spider-Man collection, games that I really like. And it pains me to not probably, unless they knock the price down, I probably won't be able to cop it. They priced it at $260, and that's pretty steep. That's asking a lot, and that's not even with tax. So you gotta think about it. That collector's edition alone is probably gonna cost you almost about a new console. And it kind of sucks. And I really want to copy, but lately Bandai has been very cheap or overpricey with their collector's edition. Like, I really don't feel like, yeah, you get a diorama of Luffy, Goku, and Naruto, and a steelbook, whatever the hell they give you. But I feel like as of late with their collector's edition, they're not giving you a bang for your buck. Like, I seen a tweet the other day that showed Tales of Symphonia when that collector's edition came out, the remaster, and how they really jam-packed the shit with a lot of make it worth your while to cop it, and how they're making Tales of Vesperia. Basically, they just giving you bullshit or not really enough value for it. IMO. And that just goes on top of worse of how I was feeling about how Bandai Namco tends to fuck North America and always favor Europe over us, which I think is really unfair. The games they push out is always toward North America, like popular games and stuff like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. Like, it was One Piece, I probably understand, because One Piece is not really big with Westerners yet. It is at the same time. Whole nother video subject, but yeah. And it's just a wound, it's just a salt in the wound. Now, me personally, I love them through Bandai. They make Tekken, they make Tales games, they make all my favorite anime games, but lately they haven't been doing it. And you would think they would learn their lesson from how the damn what's that game called? I forgot what it's called. It's on top of my tongue. The Nino Kuni 2. Those collector's auditions are still on the shelf. Why? The reason why it's still on the shelf is because they overpriced it. They was asking for like $200 for it, and they was giving out some. It didn't sit well with a lot of consumers. You know, a lot of people just got the base game or the deluxe editions at best, and you would think they would learn their lesson by now. So I don't know what's going on. Like, did they just take most anime fans as dupes, or you know? And you already see people talking down on it, and it's just very unfortunate. Like, I can probably tell you, like I said in the middle of the video, that I'll probably go ahead and cop the regular edition if I can. It's gonna pay me not to. Maybe if they kick it down the price, we can probably talk maybe $200. But you know, you round that 50 up, it's gonna be probably $300 from tax. So that's my big beef. And you know, I don't have a problem with it. You know, and also we need to talk about the season pass. Now the season pass, I'm talking about 9 characters, and honestly, I'm kind of wary of that because lately, Namco Bandai haven't been having, you know, as a publisher, they haven't written the DLC has been kind of funny to me with season passes. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, Dragon Ball Z fighters, they've been okay with it. You know, a little questionable characters from people, to say the least. Tekken's just atrocious. You know, saying, you know, and it doesn't look good for them as an overall brand. Now maybe I'm just ignorant. Maybe it's the developer that's doing this. But you know, and I read a tweet. You know, and I'm saying I read a tweet because, you know, it's somebody that lived from Japan. It said Japan, Bandai Namco in Japan is really known for their microtransaction practices. So I'm guessing they're like the EA of Japan, maybe not. And as a Westerner, I really love, you know, Bandai Namco, and that's really about it. So hopefully, I can get some insight on this. Hopefully, we can have some better news, because I really want this game to succeed. I want this game to have better mechanics than the last one. I want the game to have better longevity, you know, stuff that the first game that didn't get right. So I feel like the game, it had a lot of potential. It just didn't live up to it, but that was okay because it was the first. It wasn't the first in the series, but it was the first on a new engine, all that stuff. So hopefully we can get it right the first time. Make the roster chock full of characters from favorite shonen. And you know, that will be one of my favorite games of the year, most likely. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. What's your character you want? What's your concerns with the game? Are you gonna cop the collector's edition or anything like that? Yeah, let's chat and discuss about it, because you know, I'm following this game very closely, especially that now that they in attracting characters that I like. But anyway, hit that bell for notifications. And it's Hydro Alpha Omega, and have a good day. Goodbye.